I have 3 kids and a wife of almost 19 years who are the world to me, and they really don't care what awards I win, what I do in the world. They never even know when I just got back from a shoot last night. They don't even my wife typically doesn't even know where I am. She's like, "Where are you again?" Someone was asking. But like,
Mhm.
but I always tell people like they just don't care. I mean, they're happy for me. They've come to awards if it's fun, but they're like, if I fail miserably at something, the worst place I have to go is like I've got this floor right here that like they're gonna love me, they're not gonna care. I'm gonna be the same dad and husband that I was before I failed miserably. As long as I don't let them down in something or did something like infidelity or any of those things, right? Which I'm not gonna do. But as far as like business risk and stuff, it's like it's not a big deal. So I think the security I got from my parents was like, hey, try things. You're gonna fail. Do it. Like, let's just try it. And I think because of that, I would bet that my parents took off some of the guardrails earlier than most people would. Like for instance, like I got a 16-year-old, he wouldn't know how to mow a lawn if it hit him in the face. But like I was out mowing lawns and refilling the gas and edging like it, I don't know. I don't remember, but I'm guessing around 11 or 12. It's like my parents did have a ride-on mower and I'd like drag equipment behind me. And, it's like sort of like an episode of Little Rascals in my head in a way. But it's like, but I think it was always like, hey, yeah, let's find a way. I think my dad particular is always like, hey, if there's something you really want, let's find a way. And he always taught me how to sort of break things down. Like, if you want to get to $1 million, he didn't talk about it this way, but that's 1 million people giving $1 or, 100,000 people giving you $10 or, but I think I think he didn't teach it to me. Maybe I don't remember being intentional, but I think I learned that from both of them. And now when I look at some of the big projects I do, people are like, man, how do you, I'm like, man, just break it all down into a bunch of little pieces. It's pretty simple when you break things
Right.
down.
Yeah. I mean, I think, all of that's really important learning as a kid, even if you're wired to kind of hustle and to work and to be courageous, to see your parents fail and to have them really tell you it's okay. And keep trying, keep swinging to see them do that, pretty impactful, I think, for a young kid to see. There's some safety, as you described, that's there that, most people, a lot of people, we end up in a circle of entrepreneurs that,
Right.
People are taking risk and it seems, normal. But, when you think about kind of the world at large, most people aren't programmed to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think a really important thing you just said is, I have a friend who's really great athlete doing Ironmans and stuff. And I posted one time like, man, I just want my kid to keep thinking of me as Superman. I'm like, no. Like, I think it's super important for your kids to be able to see you fail and what you do when everything doesn't go right. Because again, I hadn't really thought about it until you mentioned it that way. But I have thought about like, yeah, how do you show your kids character? Like if all you do is win, like there's not a lot of great lessons in that typically.